Burny, burny, burn. Burny, 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 burny. Burny, 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 burn, 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 burn. Do 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 do. Meow 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 meow. This is an excellent start to probably one of the more important streams I've ever done, which is the stable fire update. It's gonna be a busy day for me. Oh, I have to record stuff now. Stuff and things. Oh, life is hard. Do do do. Hello, Fluffy. Hello, Mike. Hello, Hibernova. Hello, people. Right. Let's just. What was I doing? The hell was I doing? All right. Last second stream jack is me looking at the thingy on my phone, making sure. Come on. Hello. Da 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 da. BorderWise Twitch. Is the first thing that's gonna happen, is it gonna be an ad playing? Yep, there we go. Right, so I got distracted by Royston VT streaming, who is streaming right now, by the way. I hope I'm not pulling people away from his stream, because that would be really uncool. So I'm still eating breakfast. It's an apple, so terribly sorry about that. So I'm still eating breakfast. It's an apple, so terribly sorry about that. I am disgusting. Okay. Right, so I'm gonna try and lean away from the mic. Yep, fire is unstable. It is fiery playtime, people. Okay. Track you are listening to now is... What is this track called? It is now Dan Lebowitz, Birds in Flight. I don't know why I said that. I feel like I'm on the radio. Text Border Radio now to win a brand new car. Alright. So yeah, it's not the only thing, fire being added to stable, but yeah, so we're just gonna muck around for 2 hours and enjoy the new Burny stuff, and we're gonna learn stuff together. That's the plan. And, yeah, it might be Canoe related by accident, because I did say that streams were reserved for custom campaign building, and we're already kind of breaking that rule, aren't we? Yep. Okay, giant flamers are fun. Alright, so let's, first off, I built this just for giggles, just before the stream started, and that is the wrong thing. Alright, let's go here. My team. Okay, let's put you at the correct altitude. Repair all. So, this is not the biggest flamer you can get, really. I, in fact, have a plan already to double the size of this thing. But, yeah. This melts things already really good. So, if you, I don't know, if you have a bulwark that is within 400 meters, let's just turn off the movement so it doesn't go crazy. You can see the numbers ticking up on the top right, and just how... you know, just how powerful flamethrowers can get. So it's probably a good thing that they're, like, really limited in range. Because, yeah, this thing's made of metal, and it's like, we're already just then 200,000 damage, and there goes a turret. And, by the way, if fire gets into a CRAM compartment, it is devastating what happens, because, CRAMs are made up of lots of little blocks with not much health, and fire really loves that, as it turns out. Ooh, what's the max size of flamer? I think that's step one, is we're going to find out. Why are you not... Alright, hold on. Alright. Right, so... L is moved down. Whee! There we go. Yay, crispy, crispy. Is the music too loud? Is the music too loud? Shouldn't be too bad. Do sing out. Right. Right, you get rid of that. Let us try and go... Let's go a little bit nuts, shall we? So, the great news about using flamethrowers, the bottom connection one, is essentially just a pre-packaged turret. Okay, music's good, excellent. You don't need to put these things on turrets, which is really handy. And that connections us for, like, the equivalent of a fixed gun. So, you know what we should do? We should make a... What's a good number? We shall mark it out with stone. 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I just forgot how big this is. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19. So a 19 times 19 flamer. Let's see how this is. Actually, let's make it a cube. Let's make it a massive cube, shall we? Alright, so... Let's start in... Let's make our lives easier by doing... Oh no, the first thing you need to do... Actually, you know what we should do? Is we should be clever in the use of... We should be clever in the use of steam engines, because steam allows you to have very long chains of fuel tanks, so that's really good. Texas are currently being flooded. Well, yeah. The cube! That is the advantage of flamethrowers, is that, like, yeah, you can make the cube! Alright, I'm going to just do this. We're gonna see how well we do. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be clever. Wow, that's a perfect fit! Excellent! Actually, you know what? I'm gonna build this... You gotta thinks. You gotta thinks. You gotta use your brain. I believe that this will work. Right, let's just double check that this in fact works before I get carried away. Does it attach like that? Does it attach like... Okay, that. No compressor attached. This needs an actual steam pipe. So, we are going to have to do something like this, unfortunately, which is not great. Not sure why I do this. Right, let's... Interesting. That doesn't work as well as I thought it would. Right, I might be misremembering how this works. No worries, we'll just do things the quick and easy way, with a hell of a lot of compressors. Whoop! And... what do we want? We're going to make nice, pretty patterns. 1, 2... Actually, why am I bothering with that? I need to do this. We're gonna have a lovely pattern of fuel tanks. Like so. Whee! And catalysts are really good to have because it makes the burny happen sooner. That is the technical description. I'm gonna have some oxidizers in here. This is expensive, by the way. Like, there's probably no good reason whatsoever to make a flamer this big. This is for giggles, because that's what we're here for. Oh, I did my math wrong. This is a... what is this? Yes, this is a 27 by 27 flamethrower. You know, as you do. Right, and thankfully the Tetris for this is pretty straightforward, as far as I am aware. Whee! And I think I'm just going to, like, have a crap ton of fuel for this. Is redundancy worth it? Yeah, I think it is. Which uses less. I think this will be smarter. Whee! Goggle. What's goggle? Melee flamethrower. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yes, Monkey. Flamers no longer interact with steam. Ooh. Okay. Gotcha. All right. That would be unbalanced. It would mean that you could make, like, really, really powerful flamethrowers, so... Good to know, good to know. We're learning things. What was that previously? The Volap. Oh, first time chat. Hello. Yay! You're on a live stream. Welcome! Does nuke set stuff on fire? I don't think it does. I do not think it does, but that is... Make a note of that. We must test that. Whee! This is probably too tall. Because the bottom connection, I think the elevation of this is like, alright, so with flamethrowers, the new thing you can do with AI, right, whoops, wrong one, put it sideways, 4 cells left and right, hello, it's controlled, and already this thing is kind of terrifying, so that's nice. And we're just going to have a lot of fuel, because fuel is damage. We're also going to need a lot of engines. What do we want? Oh, what am I looking for? Okay, compressor. Compress. And I'm just going to do this along. Ah, the music, it makes me feel so good. Oops, there we go. I should have prefabbed the tubes. I should have prefabbed the tubes. Why did I not prefab? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Gonna undo all my good work just for a second, because I think I can jam more fuel in here. Watch this. Watch this, the Flammenwerfer will be so big, so big, so big. Man, if this gets hit by anything, it's gonna go up like a giant-ass torch, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so good. Right, let's see how fast this cooks a delicious cook thing. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Alright. Oh wait, we have so much room for fun. Actually, you know what, that's probably enough. What am I saying? That's not enough. It's never enough. It's never enough, I say. Whoop and whoop. Oh no. Le terrible. Whoop. And one more over here. Ah. The soothing sounds of the music. Giant flamethrower, giant flamethrower. Giant flamethrower. Okay, that'll freaking do. Alright, so how much fuel do we need for this, do you think? Did we make... You know what? There is a fast way to test whether we made them flammable, and that is, firstly, death ray. Where is it? Right, so turn that off, turn that off. So here is... There's a tank. Yep, you did make them flammable. At least a little bit. Fuel for fire on destruction, intensity of... That's considerably less fire than I thought it would. Yeah, so they don't explode, but just for giggles, I want to... What is this? That's explosions. If you do this... I think they're very fire resistant, is the thing. Right, so let's go here. We're gonna need a lot of power to power this flamethrower. Right, no, I want to be in engines, and because we really don't care, we're going to use injector engines for testing purposes. Okay, let's just flip that upside down, and let's check how much fuel we need. We need over 100,000 fuel, and probably a lot of power as well, so... So yeah, like, I think flamethrowers are probably best used at smaller scales because this is a little bit ridiculous. I do feel like an evil genius, or not even an evil genius, just, you know, an evil villain making a flamethrower. Alright, so we're gonna need so much fuel. Look at this, look how much fuel we need. 22,000. We need about 5 times as much as this. This is a lot of fuel. This is a lot of fuel. Yep, a lot of fuel. We're gonna lots of fuel. 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 Still not enough. Yep, we're over 300,000 materials, and this is just okay. This is silly. This is very, very silly. And we still might not have enough power for this. Alright, so... That's how much fuel we need for this, so... Oops, I think... Ah, screw it. Save it over, why not? Yee. Ooh, as a water thrower, huh? I have messed with frag elevation angles. Generally speaking, it's only really good for frag torpedoes. Alright, let's see how quickly the bulwark gets sizzled. Actually, what's the intensity of this flamethrower again? It is actually less so than what we had before. Right, let's actually retreat the... Oh my god. I think my GPU is not being healthy these days. Hello, Orchid River. Hello, hello. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, like, this is silly. Like, this is a silly flamethrower, and we're silly for doing it. Right, what we need... What is a heavy armor brick that knows how to stay still? You know what? I kind of want to... What is the biggest, meanest... Hold on. That's the Gravitas. We don't want that. Angelic Wonder... Let's do a wonder. Please don't collide with us. You're colliding with us. Fine, you try and cook me with a laser, I cook you with a flamethrower. That's how this works. Do you have reverse gears by any chance? Actually, this thing is like... I approve of how Canoe this thing looks. Alright, this actually needs a lot more oxidizer, so I'm going to add a lot more oxidizer back here. Do. Just messing around. Right, how... Flame intensity we want to be... a lot more intense, so we're gonna do like that. I do think that so far, at least... What? Excuse you? Oxidizer. Oh, right, that's what's happened. That's what's happened. I get it. Flame intensity is... whoa, it's not enough. It is simply not enough. I think actually for really big flamethrowers, like, you might be better off like going nuts on the oxidizer simply so you don't eat entire ships worth of fuel. Alright, how's that? Flame... we need so much oxidizer for this stupid thing. Right, how much is that? Oh dear, alright. We're almost out of fuel. Flame intensity is still at 26.7. Huh, this thing is almost 100% oxidizer now. What the? It dropped! What have I done? No! Aha! Interesting. I've learned something. You can't go nuts on the oxidizer because if you do, that actually drops it after a certain time. Too much oxidizer. Yeah, if you have more oxidizer than fuel. Aha. Ah, yes! I've seen that. I actually made a video on the incendiary clamps just for special because I figured people would be disappointed if I didn't do that. Okay, let's... there we go, and about 27.1 seems to be about as intense as we can make this particular configuration, which means it's not as intense as it could be. Yeah. Right, so oxidizer, in case anyone doesn't know, makes the flames more intense, which means they do their damage faster, which is important for flames because even though they do a hell of a lot of damage, they don't actually do that damage very quickly. They will be, in terms of damage per second, they are much worse than other options. But in terms of total damage done, in terms of materials expended, they are much better than HE, or at least that's what the patch notes say, and that's what I've found for myself, so yeah. That's what I was just doing, by the way. I was replacing fuel tanks with, oh, hello. Hello, did I goof? Right, I think yes. I mean, what is happening here? Right, are you... nope, see, there comes a point, and I'm not sure where it is, where if the... yeah, there you go. There you see now. Too much oxidizer and not enough fuel actually reduces the intensity. So you can't cheat essentially by having like 1,000,000 oxidizers and 1 fuel tank. Interesting. Oh, you need cat. Oh, damn it. There I was thinking like, oh, what's happening? Why is this not working? I'm using the wrong bloody tank. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm stupid. Alright, let's... alright. Catalyst, not oxidizer. Right. Sorry about that, people. I did a stupid. I did a foolish. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Let's get this... Let's actually, like, replace all of these down here with catalyst, and just to see what happens, because that will be funny to me. Being a little bit slapdash here, by the way. I'm not doing a 100% good job. How intense is this? Okay, so the flame intensity now is like, I think this is probably... yeah, alright, so now we're at a flame intensity of 98.3, so I think the most flame-resistant block possible... yeah, heavy armor has a fire resistance of 60, so this is, as they say back in ye old country, bloody stupid. Alright, so... right, and we still need all that, so this is a very intense flame, so... Big Flamer 2... intense! Right. Yeah. Yeah, this is excessive. So this is like, yeah, we're mucking around a little bit. We're going to see how excessive we can be. Where was our test dummy? It was the bulwark, because it's made of metal, and that's fun. So let's disable you. So you can see just how fast that's going. Oh my good... Whoa, whoa, this is a blowtorch. Okay then. Yeah, I think for very big flamers, high intensity might be a very good idea. Deacons, it's over 1 million, and that was, what, less than 5 seconds? Okay, yeah, this is, whoo. Yeah, thank goodness this has a short range and can't really damage anything under the water. It just melted that. Look how fast that metal's going off. That's hot. That is hot, 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 hot. But as you can see, that flame dies out, like, really quickly because it's just too intense. It cannot burn. Okay, let's just do that, though. Alright, so if you want a real face melter, then then going nuts on the intensity is actually pretty good. Woo! Oh my goodness. Actually, you know what? Think before I want to try. There are a few things I do want to try out on the stream, but before we do that, I want to set the Turtle Lord on fire. So, all right, let's go here, 300 meters over here, because the Turtle Lord is just fun. It's fun to set on fire. It also has a lot of heavy armor in it, so that will be a great test. It'll be a great test for the Flamethrower. Steel Striders. Raising intensity does increase the fuel use. Okay. Got it. Got it. Thank you, Blue Nexa. I know, yes, we are bullying turtles. Also, I really like the new loading screens and just main menu images. I think they're really neat. Alright, so turn that off so you don't swim away. And lag-inducing barrage right there. Oh yes, actually, yeah, before we get on to the other thing, we're going to have a crap ton of oxidizer, and we're going to try and set a submarine on fire. Whee! That is a lot of fire. Whee! Now, could something armed with this flamethrower beat the Turtle Lord, though? I don't know. How's our frames? Mid-intensity, decent fuel is best. It depends on what you're trying to cook. Like, if you're... The way I see flamethrowers right now, if you have a little airship or flamer gunship or something like that, it'll be a really good starter craft if you're starting or fighting against the Deepwater Guard in particular, and if you're using it for that, you barely need to worry about intensity at all, because, you know, wood. But yeah, if you want to go completely nuts and cook endgame craft, like, high intensity might very well be better. Look at that, we're just peeling the turtle. We are peeling the Turtle Lord, and we are... Alright, we've done over 5 million damage, and that is delightful. I'm going to celebrate with an apple. Yummy! Delicious fruit. Okay. Now, we need to adjust this a little bit. Okay, we need a submarine that gets nice and close. I know what submarine to use, actually, because I'm clever. And now we're going to replace as much of this as possible with oxidizers. Alright, so... We got about... How much fuel do we have? 66,000. Flame intensity is blah blah blah. So I want roughly equal oxidizer and fuel. So let's see, oxidizer. Actually, that's pretty close. And that is... Yeah, actually, wow, that didn't take much at all. Alright, flame of fuel output, oxidizer output. What does oxidizer do? Right, it is a little bit annoying that in the flamethrower, tooltips, it doesn't say what oxidizer actually does. It just says adds oxidizer. And it doesn't say what intensity actually does. I feel that that should be said there. It's said elsewhere. It's said for in APS and I think in missiles as well, but not for flamethrowers themselves. Seems like a bit of an oversight. Pairs are better. Heresy! I actually do like a good pair, though. Pears are good. Fruit is good. That'll actually be a really fun idea. Just have like a broadsider, but it's a whole bunch of flamethrowers. Alright, so... I know of a submarine. And I believe... Okay, that's alright. And that's alright. So, I know of the submarine in question. It is... What is it? It is... Ah, yes, it's the Cherenkov. There we go. This submarine's fun. It's a lightning hoods thing that dives underneath you like a jet, so to speak. So, let's see. It also tries to fly underneath you, so... Alright, that is annoying. Wait, hold on. Hold das phone. Wait, no, I need to copy that. Excuse you. And whoop. And also and from the back we got here. We're going to have local weapon controller here. All in one. Boop. Not controlled by squeeze you? Okay. This not good enough. There. That is good enough. Alright. Not controlled by AI. What are you talking about? Huh? What? Not controlled by AI. What? Hello? How? What you do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alert. Dogfighter stab. Yep. Hard crunchy fruit. Yeah. I do prefer hard crunchy fruit. Why is this local weapon controller not controlling this? This is unacceptable. How about now? Wait, what? Hang on. This needs to be... It can be controlled from anywhere but behind? That's weird! That's weird and I don't like it. Wait, no, now... Huh? Okay, that's, weird and unusual. Right. Whoops, hold on. Hold on. Let's go back here. Prototype, fortresses, big flamethrowers. Sub-cooker. You gotta have a good sub-cooker, you know? And the Cherenkov. I hope this thing actually gets within, like... Right, Alright, yes, it's, what the hell are you doing, dude? Interesting, alright. Alright, so that was not completely fair, because we set it on fire a little bit too early. So let's try that again. Whee! 700 meters. Cherenkov. Oh, right, I did the thing. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Nope, it's still okay, I guess. Alright, so you're here. Interesting. Flamethrowers. Huh, interesting, interesting. Yeah, that flamethrower is not getting through the water at all. Alright, okay, we're learning things here, hey! We are learning things right now. We're learning things that, like, flamethrowers apparently just... They actually cannot hit things below the waterline at all. And the oxidizer is really just for... It's really just for if it happens to set... It allows fires to spread to underwater blocks and actually damage them. It doesn't really allow the flamethrower itself to damage them, which is interesting. Alright, so now I'm going to go do a tweak on here. Alright, where are you? Let's target blocks below water, and let's spawn in our friend the Bulwark again, because I want to see something. I want you to preferentially... Oh, hold on. Let's actually spawn you in a little bit closer. A little bit closer. There you go. Huh, alright. So we're actually doing a hell of a lot of attack. Jeez, okay. Alright, so we're still doing a hell of a lot of damage below the waterline. That worked. However, alright, let's just test something. So if we aim... Okay. Whatevs. Alright, I'm confused. I think there might be a depth to flamethrowers where they... Although that's getting decently far underwater, jeez. I'll turn you off for a second. That is burning. Holy crap, that is burning underwater. Whoa, okay. Yeah. Alright, so if you go crazy on the oxidizer, you can potentially sink stuff. I mean, obviously. That is... Whew, okay. Alright, so we've established that if you go completely crazy, you can set pretty much anything on fire, really. Okay, righty-ho then. You know what I want to do now? I want to make an Incendiary Minigun, because I seem to recall in the patch notes that incendiary shells work at any gauge. So let's just quickly check that. So if I go here, and if I do whee, and if I do... Actually, I didn't need to do that. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Where's the incendiary body? Fill the head with incendiary body and incendiary head. Where are you? There you are. If I drop you down to 18mm, yep. Interesting. Interesting. We can make an 18mm incendiary gun, and I kind of want to do that. So we're gonna make a very brief, nasty as in ugly and probably quite horrible little APS turret here. So whoops, no, we want this. And we're gonna have it 9x9 because why not? And brace yourselves, these are the worst belt feeders you have ever seen in your life. Guarantee you. One, two, three, four, and alright, and just a whole bunch of these. This is my don't care how good APS is, just want to test things style of building them. Patents pending! No steal. Just joking. Please do steal it. There we go. Yay, the smallest flame. Let's see. Whoops. Let's see how cuckoo crazy this is. Here then, let's go here. Also, what's the range on this? Effective range is... Whoa, okay, that's pretty good. Alright, it's because I left the bloody rail thing on. Okay, so this is very slow, very incendiary. And of course, I want to test against the Marauder because that is tradition. It is Tardition, darn it. And we're gonna spawn in at our regular 2,000 meters because that makes sense. That makes sense. Hold on. Wait a minute. No shell is loaded. Alright, well, it's gonna take a little while. What is the... Okay, right, so... And barrel spacing is like so. It's gonna do... Oh, wow, now it's loaded. Okay. Can't aim in that direction. What are you talking about? Alright. I need to do this. There we go, world's fastest. Love it. Okay, let's just refill. APS shells, thank you very please. Whee! I hope this doesn't despawn. That is inaccurate, holy crap. Oh wow, that's actually not bad. Oh wow, against a wooden target, that's actually not bad. Oh, hello. Teeny tiny fire. Hello. We've just figured out something that works actually kind of decently at minimum gauge. Admittedly, this is one of the most inaccurate guns I've ever seen in my life. Whoopsie daisy. How about that? Brr, gun works. Ow! I shouldn't be eating apples. My jaw hurts. Ow. Okay, bloody gorgeous. I just want to watch this Marauder burn a little bit. Just a little bit. And 2 damaged. Okay, so if flamethrowers aren't your cup of tea, incendiary APS at a minimum gauge actually is not bad. It's a lot better than I was expecting it to be. Alright. Let's make it really intense though and see what it does to our friend the Bulwark, because I am curious. I'm curious George, except I'm not a monkey, except technically I am a monkey. Because I'm an ape, and apes are monkeys now. Them's the rules. I didn't make them up. Alrighty. What are people planning to build? Things with fire. Was that lambs actually going? Actually we are setting fires a little bit. Alright, looks like... yeah, considerably, well, as expected, considerably less good against a metal target. 100, ooh, that's big. A street cleaner, eh? Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, well, that did not take long to figure out how to make an 18mm flame... incendiary flame thing. Alright, what's, Alright, I'm open to ideas, chat. Next, I absolutely want to make an incendiary torpedo, because that might be the silliest thing I've ever heard of. And also, it'll be really fun. Street cleaner from Ultra Kill. Right, I don't know what that is. And, whoop. And identify friend or foe, that's important. Boop. And also altitudes, like so. And we're just going to have a huge missile, because why not? Is that upside down? No, it isn't. Right, let us, delicious lettuce, torpedo sonar and torpedo propeller. And we are going to need an APN, we are going to need a ballast tank, because this thing needs to be a little bit heavy. And just way more incendiary warheads. And probably a fuel tank, and this needs to be as fast as humanly possible. And probably another fuel tank as well. Okay then, so the incendiary fuel, let's go oxidizer as much as possible, and intensity doesn't really go up that much, and drops the fuel too much, so we're just going to leave that as is. And then ballast tank, let's make that really heavy. And hopefully... Alright, let's see. This might not be a good torpedo at all. Yeah, fire canoe. I agree! We must build a fiery canoe, and it could be very quick and very brief and words. Alright. I can't remember if the crossbones, if it's Seawiz shoots at torpedoes. I guess we'll have to find out. We are locked on target, and she is doing a good sink. Yum, yum, yum. So if we go here and... Oh, lordy. Alright, so, if that fire makes it above the waterline, it's actually going to probably do a hell of a lot of This is weirdly effective. This... Did I just hear another torpedo hit? Wow, look at that. Oh, yep, there's another torpedo. Yeah, it just took off a... It just took out that turret from underneath, so... Alright, so... Big silly incendiary torps do the trick. Although, I think an HE torpedo would have done the same thing. So it's not saying that much, really. Is there fire above deck yet? Nope, I don't think so. Oh no! Building the thing backwards. Constant problem. In From the Depths. Constant! Interesting. Alright, so setting things on fire with torpedoes is not only possible, works pretty well. Fire's pretty good. Thing is, though, is that I think in order to really work well, it needs to hit at a place where the fire can spread above water so it can keep going longer without needing oxidizer. This is weird, actually, thinking just like, this is burning underwater, like, really... Yeah. Oh yeah, I actually do that. There is a thing in build mode, it tells you where the front is. However, I tend to like building little arrows on my craft, just so I remember which end is which. Whee! Burny, burny, torp, burny, burny, torp. And we have fire above decks now. Fire above decks! Fires are happening above decks. I'm having fun, actually. I mean, the fuel tank itself. Oh, right. That would be a good point. Alright. Gotcha. Sorry. Misunderstood. Right. I want to sink this crossbones with fire. Because, actually... Are we gonna burn this thing's stern off? Because if we do, that'll be really cool. It'll be really cool and awesome. There's also, like, aside from when the fire... How do I say this? More of a visual indicator for when the fire is, like, explodes would be quite nice, but meh, can't have everything, I guess. Okay, we get it. We'll kill that eventually. Now, I want to do the same thing against a bulwark and see how how this thing does against a metal thing. Okay, metal thing, metal thing. I shouldn't spawn it so far away. It takes a little while, but we can build up suspense a bit. Yum, apple. I would try to thematically link fire and apples, but I don't think I can, so I'm not going to. Yeah, air gaps, I think, definitely help with fires. Stops them jumping. Not bad, not bad. I'm not seeing a lot of block confetti, though. This fire's not intense enough. Can you imagine, though, if missile fires could be like at like 60 intensity? How broken that would be. That would be pretty bad. Oh, hello. Oh! Oh, that's bad for you. We're already in a CRAM compartment. Yeah, I think, yeah, missile fires, not... Oh, wait, no, there's some block confetti happening. Oh, whoopsie daisy, you're above death now. Sucks for you. Imagine if helium put out fires. That'd be a very expensive way to extinguish a fire. Like, helium's not cheap. Alrighty. Use... Oh, wow. Right, what did you hit? What's there? This is why, by the way, it's always a good idea to have a double layer of materials, of armor underneath your craft. It's, if it's a single layer, torpedoes will absolutely ruin your day. It's not bad damage, but I think, like... Alright, so just for contrast, we're gonna try this with an HE torpedo and look at the damage numbers. I think the damage numbers would be much better for this. Here we go. Yeah, compact... It is a little bit of a bummer that fire is yet another thing that makes compact designs less feasible. Because I am in the habit of building compactly, like it's... I don't know, I hate having huge... I generally hate having huge amounts of, like, empty space inside a craft. But, like, yeah... Fire is just another reason to fill... Yeah, 270,000 damage immediately, and it's damaged a turret, so... Definitely HE does less damage, but it does that damage a lot faster, and it is better against an armored target. Actually, just because somebody mentioned frag earlier. Frag offset. Let's make it 10 degrees. Make that 45 degrees. One of these days, they are going to patch in something that makes this tenable. So just miniature break from the fire. Doomfrag torps are great fun. Right, Flamethrower Canoe. Oh, we still gotta play with lasers, though, is the thing. Actually, yeah, I just want to make a Burny Laser Canoe. Oh, well done, dude. It was a glancing hit. It did nothing. Nothing, I say. Hello, welcome back, Monster Kicker. Welcome, welcome. Okay, enough of the silliness. I want to make a Burny Laser. I want to make Burny the Laser. Okay, how to make a laser again? I tend to forget. So let's just go here, and we're going to have to remember to put engines down. And I'm going to... Firstly, I'm going to do this superheating modulator because I want to see how that works. And... Whoop, whoop. And over here, we're going to have our default laser turret, which I've done here. Ta-da! I've done it. This is actually the laser turrets that's on the Drachensalon, in case people are wondering. What does I want in life? I want I want to drink your blood. Actually, no, I don't. That is unhygienic. Oh, that's attaches to the laser combiner. Okay. I got you. I got you, babe. You. Ta-da! We have done it. Oh no! Floods. Floods are scary. I don't have anything more intellectual or helpful to say than that. Alright, I have prefabs. Through the power of prefabs, we shall make a Burny laser. We shall make a laser version of Bernie Sanders, who is considerably less nice because Bernie. Right, let's go. Excuse you. Oh no! It's off center! No! Perfect music for my failures. And there we go, Bernie. We're gonna have 0Q just for giggles. For giggles, we will have. Right, this is a decently sized laser. Alright, 60 intensity. That means it should burn the hell out of things like. Also, nice touch laser fires. They can't have oxidizers, so they really can't burn through stuff. Alright, so what we got here? Alright, just for thematic purposes, we need to change the color of this laser. Purely thematic purposes, you understand. It needs to be burny orange. There we go. Okay then, and now I want to set fire to something that flies. What flies is the thing. The albacore flies. Oh, yeah, also... need to do that. Alright, that's not especially burny. That's mostly laser damage so far. Alright, I think 0Q lasers might not be the best option for this. Yeah, that's mostly laser damage, not fire damage, so let's try that again. Let's make it a 0Q laser and see what the difference is. Switch. We could have both, though. That could be fun. Okay. Right. Right, this is... Oh. That's what has happened. I'm speaking in the terrible German accent. Constantly. It's because of fire. Alright, damage the next shot. Sustained damage per second is 40 intensity now. Right, let's try that again. Okay, that's more like it. Right, am I missing something with how laser fires work? Hang on. Going to check the patch notes. Intensity, damage. Okay, the fuel is determined by the flammability of the blocks destroyed. Increases fuel of fires. Okay then, right, gotcha. So, we are doing more burny damage than they otherwise would, but most of the damage still is laser damage, really. So yeah. Lasers start fires, it's not mostly fire damage. Yeah, you can't mix tanks in the same line for flamethrowers. Alright, now, hold on, remembering that's roughly the ratio of damage done. Let's go over here, let's delete that, and let's see that again. Huh. Okay, so there's still... Yeah, there's a little bit of... yeah. Lasers aren't very Bernie. They're not very Bernie Sanders. Yeah, I know that feeling. Alright. It is an hour into the stream. It is time for me to go get my non-sponsored soft drink and run an ad break. So, I'm going to leave you fine people, those of you who are not subjected to ads. I'm going to leave you with the Big Flamer. On the correct team, that's important. And we're going to barbecue a whole bunch of shrikes, because that'll be really funny. Okay. Let's do that, and let's do... I'm pretty sure these things won't collide with each other. That might be too many shrikes. Whee! Hello? Okay. Whoops. Oopsie daisy. No, this was stupid. Right, this is stupid enough to be entertaining, though. Right, so you lot are gonna have to tell me whether any of the shrikes actually get shot down by the flamethrower. Oh, there we go. Some tail feathers are getting toasted there. Okay, it is time for the ad break. I'm going to run it now and get soft drink. I will be back momentarily. Here we go. I'm back, and better than ever. Ooh, oh wow. We're running out of shrikes quick. Okay, a disaster has occurred for me. I didn't put my non-sponsored Coke Zero in the fridge. It's room temperature Coke Zero. No! Wow, those things burn. Yay! Burny, Burny. Burny, 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 Burny. Well, technically anti-aircraft flamethrowers are very much something you do. I have this thought in my head where, like, were anti-aircraft flamethrowers ever attempted in real life? Because there's something that lives in my brain that, like, it was tried in World War One or World War Two, and it sounds insane. Did they try that? Not sure you're gonna, but got to 8 in a Mississippi. Oh, nice. Wait, 8 in a Mississippi? What does that mean? Fluffy effect. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, that's also good advice if you hate artificial sweeteners, as a lot of people do. I impulse bought some stevia the other day, and I am getting through it very slowly because I'm not always in the mood for the taste. Okay, so our stream left, we must make a flamethrower canoe, as is tradition. Right, so we're going to make it. We're going to start with the flamethrower, and we're going to have. We're not going to go too crazy, and we're going to have it pure fuel. Actually, we're not going to have it pure fuel. That'll be silly. Flamer, go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and oxidizer. We're just going to have 2 oxidizers, and then catalysts. I always confuse the catalysts and the other things. And we're gonna go here. Fastest, nastiest Burny canoe you've ever seen in your life. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna figure that out in a second. And just for giggles, this is going to be made of wood, as my prototypes tend to be. So let us figure this out. Let us figure this out. How does do? How does do? Actually, we do need to put this guy here, just so we know what we're doing. Okay, good. Now we just do this. We do this. We do this. This is considerably less extravagant than what we were doing before, and it's just because I want to get this particular little craft done before the stream ends. And we're gonna put fuel right next to the flamethrower, because why not? We are wild, crazy people. Should I even bother armoring this, like, at all, do you reckon? Does yez reckon? Probably not. Box, and ta-da! We have a functional flamethrower. Mostly. Right. So now we're going to make it crispy black so you can't tell when it's burning. And I'm going to do my default canoe hull because I'm pretty good at knocking that out really quickly. And I'm going to have wedges in here for basically no reason because it doesn't matter. This thing is going to... Actually, you know what I like to do these days? I like to stick poles under the deck. I'm not sure how helpful it is to do that, but it feels good. 2-meter thick deck, and this probably needs to be 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Needs to be a little bit taller, just so we're not cuckoo crazy. There we go. Wrong color. Going to have a stealth black wooden flamethrower canoe. Make it a flamethrower craft out of wood. What's the worst that could happen? What is the worst that could happen? It'll be absolutely fine and dandy. Nothing will go wrong. Give it an air gap. HA. Nope. I'm not gonna give it a... Alright, so... What I like to do here is... This is technically not an air gap, it's an air gap filler. And here's the thing. This is just going to be a quick silly build. And we're going to just basically abuse it to like throw it at whatever. So this is just showing off how fast I can build prototypes. So yonder we have that. Now we're just going to do... What are we going to do? We're going to do this. And the superstructure is basically just going to be Das Canoe. Das Canoe like so. Yes. With lots of wooden beams, because why not? I actually want a mirror match of this thing the moment after we're done with it, because that'll be really funny. Whee! Whee! She's coming along nicely. Yay! Do 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 do. Ta-da! She's going to be crispy. So crispy! So crispy she's going to be. There's actually 0 point to me doing this out of wood. Okay, this armor is going to absolutely get destroyed by literally anything that looks at it funny, but by gum, I want to make a wooden flamethrower canoe because amazingly, that's the thing I haven't done yet. Alright, we have a base. Yep, this will cosplay as a candle, because that'll be a good idea. And one more of these, and then we're going to do the thing we do, which is make this pointy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The thing with flamethrower craft, and especially if you are crazy enough to do it like this, is that it's going to have to be very fast. So I am addicted these days to making things that start out as ships but turn into hydrofoils, so this is what we're going to do. Oh dear. Start over here, start over here, start over here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Do 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 do. Pulling out one of my more successful kinds of canoe, something that is most of its length is dedicated to azipods and going really fast, so it'll go really fast. Don't mind me, don't mind me. This might actually turn into... Hey, this might actually turn into a Canoe-mageddon thing. Remember Canoe-mageddon? That custom campaign, which it's taken a really long time to do because I don't know what I'm doing and I'm never sure what to do next. That one. And... not you. Whoop. And whoop, and also whoop, and also whoop. Right, where does the thing stop? We can probably do that there, and this is where the fun stops, right here. And we're just gonna do that because fun, why not? This thing is going to have serious trouble shooting at things in front of it. I've just realized. That is okay. That's why it's going to be a broadside. It's also super cheap at the moment. Whee! And this is how I build things fast. This is how I build things fast. This is going to be a complete disaster because of how fast I'm building it. We might need to put this even higher up on the thing. Also, I just remembered. You know what this thing needs? It needs to... hold on, let's see here. let's count here. Oops, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go there. Unfortunately, that's not what I want. Yeah, I'm sure this little 2-meter beam thing won't be a huge problem later. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. So immediately we have some kind of Flamethrower. Flamethrower in the camp, and I'm going to be a lazy boy. And use a lot of prefabs. And putting the AI right next to the flamethrower itself, that's not an idea that'll go horribly wrong, will it? Will it? Uh-oh. Like, this is way more AI actually than this thing really needs. And I've really got to redo this prefab so it uses wedges, not beams. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. Not connected. How dare you? How dare your face? Alright. Does it even need an interior vehicle transmitter? No, not really, it does not. How does this work? It works like so. We want this thing to target things that are short, but also we wanted to target things that are slow and just a little bit on altitude so it doesn't target things which are below the damn water. And there we go. Whee! My building style is very much, when I'm building prototypes like this, this is not enough general purpose processing power, is it? It's probably not going to need that much. Probably. Hopefully not. I hope not. Alright, and then we're going to throw some engines in the front. I thought those were RTGs for a second. I was tripping balls. Right, there we go. Right, and we're gonna use my favorite engines, which are... where are they? Hello, Radiating Randall. Favorite engine. Right, let's just check how much fuel we need. Whoa, we need a lot of fuel. Okay. Alrighty. We're just gonna do that quickly. And more fuel. More fuel. More fuel. More fuel. More fuel goes here. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Right. That is not a lot of fuel. It's almost like flamethrowers need a lot of fuel. Who would have thought? We need roughly twice as many fuel tanks now. We're gonna put fuel tanks right next to the AI. What could possibly go wrong? This is the downside. Oh dear. Oh dear. No. So much fuel. So much fuel is needed. So much fuel. So much fuel. So much fuel. So much fuel. Yes! That is enough fuel, finally. Right, and now to do my favorite thing, which is sticking stabilizers on the front and back, just as you do. Just as you do. Also going to need to do this, and also going to need to do that, and that's probably okay. This is what I do. My boats are like planes. Same over here. If you're wondering why I'm using like air stuff for the control, it's so that it can still control itself if it flings itself out of the water. What the hell am I doing? Okay, so that's roll left. And that is roll right. And time for a prefabbed Azipod, because I have them. Where are you? Hello? Also, sim blocks. Custom prop Azipods. What do I want? I want... Yeah, let's go... Let's go loco. Whoop! Right. We also need a command seat over here. Should really put this over here. There we go. Got to remember to set this correctly. Like so. No air gaps to be seen here, just fuel gaps. Oh yes! Oh yeah! This, not serious build. This is build that will die very quickly. Disposable flamethrower thing. It is still pretty cheap though. And yeah, that is a problem for me. We want to make it very maneuverable, but we also don't want it to. Right, I'm going to put the cockpit. Do you want to sit in the cockpit? And cue me being banned off Twitch. Alright, control mechanism, let's go here. Let's do that. And if I get you to go full speed... Whee! This is why I have pitch control. And set that up ahead of time. Yay! Alright, let's just tweak this a little bit while we fall back down to Earth. Whoops. Whoops. Fail safe. Make that 2 meters, just to be sure. Also set some... This is what I learned from watching Lathrix play through adventure mode with flamethrowers, is you're gonna want to make damn sure that you set the set an elevation restriction, because if you do not, like, you will have problems with the thing shooting itself. This thing's probably still going to shoot itself. This goes in the fun craft section, and it's gonna be called Flame Canoe. Alright, also while we're here, all metal goes to wood, please. And red setter, and apply to all, just for reasons. And foolishly... Oh, that looked kind of good, though. Whee! Right, and now let's set this to circle at 200 meters. Minimum approach angle is 15. Ignore altitude. Maneuver, it is ship or tank. Use pitch controls for the love of Pearl. Allow, nope, no hover needed. I can turn on the spot. Sure, why not? And avoidance for enemies. I actually turned this off, so that might be a bad idea. It might mean that this thing... Whoa, hello, this thing is tap dancing. Whee! Looks like we need more pitch control. Don't worry, we can do that. Watch this. Watch this. Hello, careful little Cassie. Reunited with my girlfriend. What? Don't worry about it. It's all good. Ooh. The guy who was playing Crossout. Goblin dude we raided ages ago. Ah. Oh, right. Got it. Okay. Welcome, people raiding. And welcome, Royston, who was streaming this not too long ago. And by... no, freaking... Steam! Alright, this thing is just a fun little canoe flamethrower thingy, which I've just realized it needs red paint job to go faster. Don't mind me, just going to give it a red paint job to go faster. Whee! Also, it's made completely out of wood, and there's absolutely no way that that'll go badly in any way whatsoever. Hehehe. Whee! Fun. Right. Did I do everything correctly? We're about to find out. Wait, no! We need aim points. We need detection, among other things. Okay, let's just go over here. Do this. Basic as detection. Basic as detection. Basic as detection. I'm a little bit crunk on non-sponsored soft drink. Whoop. And... and also and also 21 viewers to throw to Windows, but you didn't fix your settings. What? You didn't fix your setting. Hang on. Is there settings to allow raids? Hang on a minute. Damn it, there's so many settings in raids. Allow raids from channels that meet the requirement. Minimum number of viewers, maximum number of viewers, minimum account agent. No, it should be. Oh, wait. Nope. Whoops. My bad. Well, I've changed that. Too late. We're gonna have to live with it. Okay. Alrighty. What were we doing? We're having redundancy. Redundancy, refundancy. Radar, gimbal tracker. Why does this thing need radar trackers? It has a flamethrower. And what am I going to do here? Dare I elevate a radar? You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to commit heresy and have multiple radars. I'm not actually sure if that's heresy. It probably isn't. Once again, why do we need radar? This thing's armed with a flamethrower. We need radar because we need to see the flames through radar. That doesn't make any sense. Pretty sure. Hang on, here's a fun question. Is fire visible on radar? If so, I guess if, like, it's a big smoke cloud with a lot of particulates, it would be. So, alright. Have I done everything? I don't know. Let's just go do that. So, yeah, range is important. Range is important. Whoops, nope. Aha! We have already set ourselves on fire. Excellent! Right, so... the good news is that we're going 90 meters per second, and we've also set the Marauder on fire. So, yep, this is, somewhat successful. Whee! More pitch control needed! More pitch control needed. More pitch control needed. Yeah, see, don't worry about it. We're only a little bit on fire. It's all good. What exactly is going to catch fire there? Aha! Air gaps. We are a genius. Careful. Whoa, we are actually turning faster than the flamethrower can keep up. How much money is a marauder again? 42,000. We are more expensive than... Whee! Make fun of you for not following when you were in my chat. Oh, right. Whoops, sorry. Should have done that. I'll do that now. How do I get over there? If I click on you, and I go, open link a new tab, and if I follow, there should be a big ass follow button. There you go. Go follow Roasted VD.
That's funny, I like that.
Whee! Oh, I also got jump scared by, like... Right. Right, we have learned things with this design, but we can do better. Ooh, interesting. Yes, 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 yes. Yay, okay then. Righty-ho then. Right, how did the amphibious... Not the amphibious tank, the flame tank. How'd that turn out, Roasted? I'm gonna go look at the VOD later, but, I want to know now, because I'm impatient. More pitch control needed, more pitch control needed. There's no way at all that this is gonna grossly inflate the cost of this craft. This is a very interesting prop arrangement. It's not ideal, actually. But we're doing it anyway. Because we don't care. We're having fun here. You know what that needs to be, though? That needs to be red. Because this is a flame canoe, damn it. Whee! Whee! Flame canoe, flame canoe, flame canoe, flame canoe, flame... Whee! Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Right, see, now that it's red, it will work better. Trust me. This is how physics works. Whee! I have no idea what this thing is. I literally just cooked it up right now. Whee! Okay then. Do-do-do, flame canoe. Let's try that again. But with less setting ourselves on fire. I think what I'm gonna do here... Do-do-do, failsafe. Let's make that 3 meters. Let's see what happens when I do this. Whee! Nice! Oh, you do the outside first for a tank. Interesting. It is funny in From the Depths that, like, a design, like building, whether to build the internals first or the exterior first, I have had exactly 50% success with either of those things. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. Hooray! We have not set ourselves on fire. Whee! We have a successful flame-throwing canoe. Okay, there goes our engine compartment. And we're on fire. You know, just a little bit. This is the problem with having something short range with a short range weapon. The Marauder can still hit you. Whee! Let's see who burns to death first. My money is on... it's pretty even, actually. Whee! Uh-oh. Oh yeah, it's the engine compartment is here in the front, and there's a hell of a lot of fuel in there. Oh look, we won anyway. We love to see it. Okay, can you stop being on fire for a second, please? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, also, in case anyone's wondering, if you're silly like me and you like to build prototypes out of wood, and you want to immediately turn the thing into something slightly less squishy, you do this. So, boop. Suddenly, it's made of alloy, is much more expensive, but is also, hopefully, more explosion resistant. Flame Canoe, alloy, and I want to cook another Marauder, because Marauders are fun to cook. Cylinders overheated? Excuse you? Excuse you? This will not do in my house. Oh, right. Oh! I goofed. Hold on. I did not mean to do that. I accidentally used the wrong prefab. Right, where is... I used the radiator Randall, and I should have used the radiator Randall extension. Foolish! Foolish, I say. Get out of here. There we go. There we go. That should be much better. Jolly good, jolly good. And am I gonna go back and fix the wooden version of this? Absolutely not. Max flame intensity is 80. Wow. I think actually, yeah, early in the stream we made a giant flamethrower for giggles, and we hit 92 intensity, and yeah, that's probably overkill. At that point, you should be really having an proper armor-piercing thing. Okay, let's cook a Marauder again, because that's fun. Let's see if the thing manages to set me on fire again, because that would be interesting. I'm actually pleased how fast I made this. This was a very, very quick build. Whee! And the approach is important. Cue Jaws music. Whee! Yay, puppies! Whoosh! Yay! I actually quite like how this thing stops to turn. It stops it from moving too far away from the target. Yay! I just want to cook Marauders, man. It's so fun. Also, these custom prop isopods, they're my favorite thing. You probably would have known. Max one that doesn't have hella diminishing returns. Gotcha! So the 92 intensity thing that I made earlier probably wasn't sensible. Yeah, probably wasn't sensible. Just, you know, probably not. Probably not sensible. We cooked that Marauder really quickly. Deacon's hell. Alright. This is not fair, though. The Marauder is half the cost, so you know what that means. We need 2 Marauders. Whee! I actually really like this thing, and I really shouldn't, because it's very silly. Yum. Going to take a bite of my non-sponsored apple. Ah yes, this thing's also probably not sensible. But one of the great things about From the Depths is that you don't have to be sensible. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Okay. Once again, set yourself on fire just slightly. Burnt all your detection off. Not a good idea to put a flamethrower on top of your craft, actually. Don't worry, minimal damage though. Hooray! Non-sponsored Apple, yeah. Oh yeah, like once you embrace the magic that is Azapods, you just cannot go back. It's still a good idea to have like turning props, like dedicated ones. But for like quick nasty builds like this thing is really fast, really maneuverable, and it is actually sometimes a little bit of an advantage to stop completely to turn, because it stops you from like, you know, bumble-assing off too far in the wrong direction. So yeah. Oh, curry. You gotta love curry. Right, well that's 2 Marauders barbecued in record time. Huh, this thing's more... Okay, we've cooked ourselves again, just a little bit. Just a little bit of cooking. Sizzle, sizzle! Whee! Screenshot. And... Please don't disintegrate too soon. Yay! Alright. Right, I'm open to suggestions for what to do next, because... what haven't we played with? You know what we should do? We should build a really, like, really big incendiary railgun just for giggles. But first, I want to cook an Atlas, because the Atlas is tremendous fun to shoot at, and is actually pretty vulnerable to flamethrowers because it flies really low. Whee! Apologies for the people getting motion sick. I'll stop tracking. Oh, 2.3 million fuel for a flamethrower. That's a worthy investment cost. CRAM incendiary. Oh, right! Yes! You're absolutely right! We need to build a giant CRAM. Incendiary CRAM. Yeah, try and fly over me to drop bombs on me, Atlas. I'm sure it'll go extremely well for you. This thing is actually kind of decent. I'm a little bit annoyed at, like... Alright, so we're fighting, like, easy Deepwater Guard designs, but still... For the amount of time I spent on it, that was like 20 minutes. And this thing is working. Admittedly using a lot of prefabs. Yay! Sizzle, sizzle! Barbecue, barbecue. Yay! Okay, that was really fun. That was really fun. That was really fun. Okay. Giant incendiary CRAM. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If it's flying low enough and slow enough, then yeah. Sizzle, sizzle. Oh, that reminds me. We can demonstrate that right now. 86,000. Where's the Shrike? The Shrike is there. 1, 2, 3. Let's see how long they last. I mean, yeah, they're not good at it. They're just better than expected. As you can see here, flamethrowers have no business being able to set bombers on fire. Nonetheless, here we are. Whee! This is so fun. Yep. Anti-aircraft flamethrower. Why the hell not? Wait, wasn't there a third Shrike? Or did it just disintegrate? And we've set ourselves on fire again. Just a little bit. Oh, you did! Oh, you rebuilt the Shrike, Roasted. Well done. It's a lovely little plane. Okay, big cram time, big cram time, big cram time, big cram time, big cram time. And we got about 15 minutes, so brace yourself for the worst cram Tetris you have ever seen in your life. And our templates, we're gonna go 37 times 37. This won't lag the game at all. Not in the least. Don't know what you're talking about. Wait, are you up here? That's... Yes, we are. Whee! Whee! Okay, let's go here. Whee! Gotta build fast, gotta build fast, gotta build fast. No time for thought. No thought, only build. And there's a network error. Right. Twitch, don't you die on me now. We're gonna do fun cram things. Cram things, 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 cram things. This is my commentary now. We have reduced to the point. Right, prepare for crap cram Tetris. Yeah. Okay, let us very, very quickly get some cram bits down. Wait. Where's the diamond? Diamond? There you are. Let's just figure out what'll actually fit in here. That will fit in here. Very nicely. Possibly with gaps in it. Unfortunately. And for all the people who are thinking or about to say that I should use 3D Cram Tetris, you are correct. We don't have time for that. We've got to set things on fire. We're in a rush here. And yes, there's going to be big gaps in this. We don't like that. We're not going to talk about it. Shush. Prefabs are very good. Prefabs are very good. They save you so much time. I mean, you have more time for eating apples, and eating Coca-Cola, and eating curry, and eating... eating... Rush. Twitch is fine. Thank goodness Twitch is fine. Sometimes Twitch is not fine. And then when Twitch is not fine, I am not fine, because I'm panicking over Twitch is not fine. I'm not sure how we got here. I think setting things on fire for almost 2 hours now has made me go a little bit peculiar. Just a thought. Alright. Raggy ho. Ho. Righty ho. Ho 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 ho. Santa Claus is coming to kill you. Right, back over here we go. Back over here we go. Soothing piano music to go with the utter devastation that we are going to be perpetrating right here. Okay. Incendiary Where are you? Hello? There you go. Do you look different, though? Is the question. You don't. Okay, hopefully that gets changed, because that's going to be very confusing. They need to be orange. Them's the rules. Incendiary turret. Incendiary turret. Actually, nope, that didn't work. That didn't work. I thought it would work. I was wrong. Oh no! I'm sitting like a... Right, how big should this be? Is the question. We want big. And now I've just remembered the faster way to do this. Cram, 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 delicious cram, cram cake in my tum-tum. Ouch, it burns, this was an incendiary cram. I should not have eaten it. That's going to hurt my tummy later. Right. 37 times 37, here we go, here we go. Yep, that's a good sign right there. Right, and now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do more than that, right? We can do more than that. Ignore those air gaps. They are not important. We'll hide things in there later. We'll hide, I don't know, candy. Got a Warner Bros. Where you go to Soldier D. That's so hot. 21,000 firepower, literally. Are you talking about me eating cram cannons? Right, this is going to be a laggy, horrible time. But it will be worth it, because this is huge. Okay, how many blocks is that? Right, we're at 20,000 blocks. Of course we are. Whee! Don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me. It's just going to be some cheeky 3D Tetris right at the top here, just because we can. Just because we can. How fast can I build a cram cannon is the question. Right, jolly good, jolly good. Jolly good. Right, I remember how to do this. Or do I? This goes like so. World's worst cram Tetris. You don't even know. Right. Doop, doop. And just over here, doop, 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 and here is our little prefab right here, which I'm going to spam all over the place, so don't mind me. Don't mind me, just spamming prefabs like me. There we go. Crap. Hold on. No. We need this. Except, no, we're not. We cannot. We cannot do it, Captain. We don't have the power. Right. Going at breakneck speed is actually going to be a bit of a problem here. Nope. Ah! Thinks with brain, thinks with entire brain. No, that's not right. Damn it! Okay. Right, we're gonna do this manually. May everyone forgive me for doing it manually. Giant cram cannons take time, and they take time no matter what you do. No matter what you do. Doop, 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 doop. You know what, I actually want to save this just in case this cram cannon crashes the game, which it probably isn't going to. But you never know. I already have a giant Burny cram, but I want to make another one. 2. There we go. It's the sequel. I don't remember if anyone saw the first one. Alright. Think, BorderWise. Thinks. You can... Oh, damn it. I've really screwed this up. Okay, stop rushing, BorderWise. You must think now. Use your brain. Use your brain. Use your prefab brain. What the hell happened is that I'm trying to figure out how to prefab things. And it's hard for me, apparently. Okay. Right, this is gonna be awful. I have committed to awfulness. Those of you who know how to make a good cram cannon, avert your gaze. Avert your straights, too. And then I get kicked off Twitch again. That's at least twice I've been kicked off Twitch. Not actually. Please, no one take that literally. Right. It's prefab time. No, it's not prefab time. What are you saying, BorderWise? It is not prefab time until you say it is. Do. Giant cram cannon, giant cram cannon, giant cram cannon. Oh look, gauge increase time. And over here, prefab a bit more. Yeah, if you're not good at cram, for the love of butterscotch pudding, do not learn from what I'm doing. It's not correct. It's not optimized. Not optimized at all. It's 2D Tetris. People will laugh at you. They'll throw tennis balls at you in From the Depths Official if you show off this cram Tetris. And if you want to have tennis balls thrown at you for a nice game of tennis, well then don't let me stop you, but I'm warning you ahead of time. This is a convenient place for that, and I'm just going to preemptively do this over here as well. This cram cannon is going to set fires so powerful it will just burn the whole world down. It might be too fiery for the game. Be too fiery for the game indeed. I have like 3 minutes left to make this work. Actually, technically, the stream will stop when I bloody well feel like it, but at the same time, I don't want to stay too long. I have other things to do. Do. Whee! Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, the commentary has reached the point where I'm just meowing in time with the music that's playing while I build something that is probably should be spent on an entire battleship, but I didn't. Oh jeez, this is visually actually quite trippy, what I'm doing right now. Okay, excellent. We've nope, don't say over there. Right, also need to just double check that everything is connected, because if it isn't, I am going to cry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 tennis balls. Hey, yeah! Is that all connected? It might be, it might not be. How incendiary is this? Right, so this thing. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no, that's bad. Right, so where those gauge increases were going was actually where I should have put something else. How are you not connected? Oh, that's how. There we go, we did it. Okay, what is the reload time on this thing? Is, alright, I have no materials. That probably is like... Alright, so it's a reload time... Whoa! Okay. Yeah, this thing's only 1,000 millimeters, but it's already... very, very burny. It's very Bernie Sanders. Okay, there we go. I've used the Bernie Sanders joke so much this stream. I don't know if people are sick of it, but I'm getting sick of myself just talking. Okay, 3 and 2. Why am I bothering armoring this thing? Why am I bothering armoring this thing? This is science and giggles. It's sheer habit by now. It's also just gonna make it really hard to tweak this for later. Why am I like this? Why do I just compulsively stick armor on things? The hell was that noise outside? Oi, excuse you. There we go. Whoop! And whoop. And whoop. And also whoop. And have you heard of whoop? And now I'm immediately gonna undo all my good work here by 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so the fire fuel here is a little bit ridiculous. Is that 2,000 millimeters? Close enough! Close enough, I say. You don't like CRAMs? You and many other people, son, but Moen, CRAMs are very specialized, and for something that is one of the easier weapons to build, it's kind of hard to get good at them. And it's very hard to get them to do the things you actually want them to do. I, just for giggles, am going to do this. Do. Am I bothering with a turret cap? Right, I am... Right, so what do I want? I just want inertial. That's all I want. That's all I want. And yeah, that's literally it. Kinetic damage. Whew, okay, let's... We have so much of this, we might as well just do that. We have Oxidizer, 660... Over 6 million, and fire fuel is not as much, so we want to drop that just a smidge. There we go. That's better. And let's do this, and we'll just do... I don't know, we'll do something like this. I am going to hell for how ugly this turret cap is. Absolutely going to hell for how ugly this turret cap is. And we're just doing to... We're gonna make this black. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This looks stupid. This looks stupid. BorderWise, what have you done? This looks stupid. Yeah. Yeah, particle cannon's also kind of hard to be good at. Right, this turret neck is offending me something terrible, and I'm just going to make it more round just to make myself feel better about it. There we go. Does this thing... This, by the way, for the love of peanuts, don't copy this turret cap for defending your turrets. It's not a good turret cap. It is an acceptable turret cap, and there is a difference. Why have I done this? Okay, let's do this instead. There we go. Okay then. And of course the first thing we're going to shoot at with this... Yeah. Now what happens if you mix both is you have one of the cheapest and most compact forms of damage combined with something that has no real hard counter. So that could work pretty well actually. Altitude bracket, let's do that, and we really do need a bearing rangefinder on this, just so we're not embarrassed, because it's embarrassing when CRAMs miss. True story. I've been embarrassed many a times by CRAMs missing. This is one of the sillier turrets I've ever made. Let's look at the stats again. So, alright, so the kinetic damage is like about 600,000. The fire fuel is 1.8 million. And the fire oxidizer is about 3.6 million. No worries, mate. Let's see what happens when we shoot a marauder with this. Let's go here, shoot a marauder. This is going to miss first shot. Okay, that is a very, very big cram shot. Yep, that's a... Yep, that is a swing and a miss there, champ. Well, there's millions of... What's the reload on this thing, sorry? And let's just turn you off for a second. Because somehow I think that the Marauder is going to die in one shot here. Yep. I mean, yeah, Rage is a pretty effective counter against Pack, I find. Yep, and AI dead. Holy bananas. What's the fuel fire? What's the intensity of this thing again? Whoa, hello. That's probably why you're inaccurate. How dare you? Intensity is 40, so it does burny things again. Alright, what do we shoot at with this? We'll go a few minutes longer than we usually do. I want to shoot at... We've been shooting at the bulwark a lot this stream, so I want to shoot at it again. So now you are done. Bearing in mind that this thing has no hardener pellets, so it's actually probably going to struggle to get through lambs a lot of the time. And we're going to turn you off. And now you are burning like crazy. Let's sit and watch the fires. Yum, yum, yum. Apple, apple. Yeah, we just burned a turret cap off. No biggie. No biggie what's... Deacon's hell, it's gone. It's just gone. It vanished. Where did it go? Magic trick. Alright, I want suggestions for things to shoot at, people. Preferably things that are big and burn easily. Yeah, it ate the turret. So yeah, like if you really want to set something on fire so that it burns until it is dead, I'd say CRAMs are the way to go. Let's keep shooting. Below the waterline, and it's burning like crazy. Look at that block confetti. Woo! Can this thing even hit the Singularity, do you think? What's the reload time on it? What's the reload time of this? Oh, the reload time is about 12 seconds. Well, we're already at 2 million. What? It burned a hole. Okay, hold up a little bit. This thing hit the top of that turret, and it burned all the way through down to the bottom of the bulwark. It burned all the way through it. That's pretty epic, I'd say. Is it actually gonna burn in half? It might actually, like, burn the whole thing off. Deacon's Christmas. Okay, I think if you want to burn something underwater, the CRAMs are the way to go, simply because of how much oxidizer you can stick on them. We just took out one of its AIs. And probably the rest... Yep, okay, yep, okay, yep. Yeah, this oversized, stupid CRAM cannon, yeah, it burns. It burns! What's the shell health? The shell health is about 390,000. I could replace some of it with hardener pellets just for giggles. In fact, I'm going to do that. So, just a smidge. Okay, so we got 393,000. Let us replace that. Just a little bit of hardener pellets, because I think the Snig does have a lambs. I think it does have a lambs. Probably not a good enough lambs to stop this. Alright, so 410,000 health. That should probably do the trick. And can we still hit the Snig with CRAM cannons? We probably can. Let's see what happens. Incendiary mode. Shoot at T-Starly. Alright! Yeah, we can shoot at the stall slung. We'll shoot at the Snig, and then we'll shoot at the tungsten slung. Okay, yeah, that lambs is not nearly good enough. Alrighty, let's see here. It's usually about the third or fourth shot that manages to connect with the Snig. It damn it, it overpenetrated. We'll shoot at the tungsten slung next. And then I really should stop. Okay, yeah, alright, we're burning. Burny. Yep, we're Bernie Sanders. We're very much Bernie Sanders right now. That is block confetti, man. Uh-oh. Whee! I should keep the UI up so we see the damage numbers. It's a lot of damage that's happening right now. And that missed, but that's okay. And yep, 2 shots, 1 million damage already. Probably going to be a lot more than that before this is done. What just happened? Oh my goodness. Whoa! Oh. What? Whoa. Okay then. Holy crap, what the hell? I'm not sure what happened there. The fires must have taken out something kind of important. Alright, well, goodbye, Snig. Whoa! Yeah, the new Snig isn't as bad as the old one, but yeah. Woof! Whoo, baby! Alright, that actually took a lot less time than I thought it would, so... Time to set the tungsten slung on fire. It'll be interesting also if the tungsten slung can, if its active defenses can deal with that shell. I don't think it can. Also, I think her turrets are still stuck, so let's see here. That's the stall slung, she's still functional, yeah, so... Retired craft, here's the Mark II. The turret update a while ago actually broke her turret, so she's not actually functional at the moment. She can't shoot. Oh, the teleport spread the flames. Ooh, interesting. Let's see, you should see here that, or maybe they're not stuck. Aha! Yeah, you can see these back turrets are stuck here. The turret geometry has changed in the days since. And now it's gonna go sizzle sizzle. Yeah, rip tungsten slung. Haven't thought about her in a while, actually. See how long she takes to die. Will she do better than the Snig? Probably not. Whoa, that side armor is burning. It is burning, burning, burning. She also repairs herself fairly quickly, I'm ashamed to say. Whee! High speed fans the flames. Oh. Oh! Oh, good point. Oh, Warpcraft are gonna have a really bad time if they're set on fire. Okay, see you, Roasted VT. Thanks for stopping by. I'll try and catch more of your streams in the future. Everyone go watch Roasted streams. They're good. He builds things much more pretty than I do, I can assure you of that. Yeah, wow. Here's me who really likes to make very fast craft. So fire is actually a bit of a... Here's the thing, my favorite craft to build is fast wooden ships. So you can imagine that fire is going to be a constant headache for me, isn't it? Uh-oh. Going to need to adjust my build stuff. Whoa, okay, sizzle, sizzle. Yeah, we're getting close to 5 million fire damage. Just because. Just because. Whee! Splat! Man, I think I love Incendiary CRAM. Can you imagine the double whammy of EMP and Incendiary CRAMs? Deacon's Christmas, we're gonna burn this thing in half. Yep, that laser is like... I think laser components are actually pretty damn... Yep, there goes that turret. There it goes. Whoa, that's 8 million damage. Hold on, let's see in here. Yep, it's right in there. It's in the lambs. It's in the fuel tanks. Yeah. Yeah, it's, might want to space out your fuel tanks, people. Fast airships. Made entirely of HA. Yeah. Plasma, fire, lasers. Yeah, imagine, like... Yeah. I think, like, between plasma and fire, it's a little bit harder to make, like, invulnerable flying bricks. Just a bit. Because plasma eats armor like no tomorrow, and flames weaken armor, so... Yeah. Alright, T-Stolly. Your time is done. Consider this the retirement scuttling. CRAM components, in particular, I think are really vulnerable to fire. It's like I said earlier in the stream. Firstly, they're not that fire resistant, and secondly, they're lots of little blocks with low amounts of health, and fire spreads once it, like, fire jumps to a new block when it destroys the block it's on. So yeah, CRAM really gets murdered by fire, if internal fires are there. Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes with From the Depths updates. I would like to remind you that we've done over 15 million fire damage now. That is a lot of fire damage. While we're pointing out the bloody obvious. Okay, stop shooting. She's dead! Stop shooting at her, she's dead! Is Twitch being stupid? Do I need to reload the Twitch player? Nope, Twitch is being fine. Excellent. And there she goes. There goes T-Stolly. No. No. Hello? Twitch? There we go. Okay, I hope it was only me who experienced that just now. Alright, so now we gotta set this fortress on fire. We simply must. Okay, intensity... 20... 100,000... And we're gonna end the stream there. Flood kicking in, the stream just died. Welcome back, thank you. It died a little bit. We'll be okay, so... Right, this is going to explode and be really loud, so I better say my end of stream stuff quick. So... Big fire update is stable. The devs have actually coordinated a bunch of different From the Depths content creators to do stuff. So you should keep an eye out for what they've done. Rawston was doing a stream. Whoopsie daisy, there goes the entire fortress. Okay, yep, there goes the whole turret. Yeah, there's actually a dedicated streaming channel. I actually don't know who has access to that and who doesn't, so I might be wrong there. But, yeah, so keep an eye out for Fiery From the Depths update. Right now, I'm going to record the actual update reading of the patch notes things I usually do, and I will link to other people's fire-related videos from there, so do keep an eye out for that, do watch it. And usual industry stuff, like and follow on Twitch and on YouTube. Check out the second channel, BorderRRR, it's great fun. We played Noita the other day, it was hilarious fun. Lots of fire, lots of explosions. And I've written a book. It is called Two of Rogues. You should go read it. Google it. You'll find it almost immediately. It's on all the good and bad ebook stores. And I will see you next week for more From the Depths stuff. We'll get back to Canoe-mageddon, I reckon. Farewell, I'm sinking!